Yes, come to this point. Same problem. Again, I will explain. The problem is given like this: solve by solve transportation problem. Transportation problem by NWCM, Northwest Corner method. So the problem is given like this. First, the problem is given like this. So what is this? 7, 6, 9, 5, 7, 3, 4, 5, 8. 4, 5, 8. These are demand, supply, or whatever it is, supply. So demand is a 21, 25, 19. Supply is a 20, 28, and 17. The first point in the transportation problem, if you want to apply any method, please check this total. Check this total. So the column total equal to 65, row total is a 65. Both are same. So this type of problems are called as a balanced problem. And sometimes both are not equal, unbalanced problem. For unbalanced problem, there are simple methods is there. So don't worry. The next step. What are the next step here? So that first make amino for one big box like this. Understand? 3 columns. 1, 2, 3. 3 rows. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So please write down like this. 7. Make a small box. 6 and a 9. 5, 7, 3, 4, 5, 8. So 21, 25, 19. You write like this: 20, 28, and 17. So northwest corner method means this is the north, south, west, and east. Okay, northwest corner, NWC. So first see, northwest means the top cell, 1 comma 1 cell. This is called as a 1 comma 1 cell. Okay. 1 comma 1 cell. Yes. 1 comma 1. It means you always select the first cell. This is the first cell. First cell. Please enter into the first cell. See the bottom number, demand. See the side number. Side number means supply. Out of these two, which is the minimum? 20. Immediately shift the number here, 20, and cancel the corresponding number because there is no allocation here. So that like this. Better to use pencils. First you shifted the 20 here, cancel the remaining once the step is over. Next come to this point because I needed 21 but your supply is a 20. So 1 is a remaining. 21 minus 20. Write down 20. Next starting cell. What is the starting cell here? 5. See the bottom number 1. See the side number 28. Out of these two, which is the minimum number? 1. Write down 1 here. If you shifted one, a corresponding column number, you have to cancel columns, the remaining. Next, subtract 28 minus 1, 27. Next, starting number. Starting number means 7. Okay. See the bottom number 25. The side is a 20. So out of these two number, which is the minimum number? 25. Shifted 25 first. If we shifted 25, cancel the corresponding values, corresponding columns like this. Next step, subtract 27 minus 25, 2. Next starting cell. This is a step. Once you feel all are cancelled, leave it. Next come to the point of the starting cell. Here 3, 19, 2. Out of these two number, which is the minimum number? 2. If we shifted to this 2 here, there is no numbers in the corresponding rows, leave it. Next subtract 17. See if your procedure is correct, So the last cell, it means the last cell, 8 cell, these supply and demand both are same. Then your problem is correct. Out of these two, select any one. Finish. Now come to, so how to identify, sir, whether my problem is correct or not. You check, simple logics are there. I will explain the logic. You see, this is row wise 20, original number 20, 1 plus 25, 26 plus 2, 28 original, 17 original, like the column wise 20 plus 1, 21 original, 25 original, 2 plus 17 original. Okay, next condition. So what are the condition here? The condition is equal to m plus n minus 1, where m is equal to rows. How many rows are there? 3. Given problem. C is equal to columns. So how many columns are there? 3. So what are the condition? M plus n minus 1. So 3 plus 3 minus 1, that is equal to 5 allocations. So we have 5 allocations. See, allocations is nothing but rings. 1, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. That's all. Therefore, the final solution, once all conditions satisfied, therefore please write down transportation cost, minimum transportation cost by NWCM equal to, see, multiply. What are the multiply here? 20 into 7. Come to the point. This allocation into cost, 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 like this. 20 into 7 plus 1 into 5 plus 25 into 7 plus 2 into 3 plus 17 into 8. So multiply here, you will get so many answers. That's all. Okay. Tomorrow I'll explain the answer. NWCM method. So please note down the problem here. Here, so the problem is given like this. So the problem is given like this. So the problem is given. So 7, these are the event 7, 6, 9, and the next one 5, 7, 3, 4, 5, 8, 4, 5, 8, and these are the demand. Demands are given in horizontal demand, and this is the supply. So this is a 21, 25 units wise, and 19. The supply is 20, 28, and 17. The problem is given like this. So before applying the NWCA method, the first condition is first to check the total of supply and demand. If the total of supply and demand are same, that problems are called as a balanced problem. Sometimes unbalanced problems are given, that is secondary. So the total of supply is 65, and this is also 65. Now the problem is given like this. Now come to this point. So how to solve the problem? So how to solve the problem means next day come to this. So just apply this. First, designing is very important. Designing is very important, like this. You take this and this and this. So 3 rows, 3 columns. 3 columns, 3 rows. 3 rows. Okay, so put the elements here 7, 6, 9, next 5, 7, 3, 4, 5, 8, and 21, 25, 19, and this is a 20, 28, 17. Okay, now come to this point. Yes. So northwest corner method, by the northwest corner method. So that is a NWCM method. Northwest corner method means as per the sign say, this is the north, south, west, east. So that this means this is the north. It means first of all select always the first cell one by one. Please refer the steps. One cross one cell, first cell. You see, this is the demand here, and this is the supply. This is the supply. Understand? So first you reach at first cell, see the demand value, I mean bottom value, see the side value, supply value. Out of these two values, which is the minimum number? Which is the minimum number? So 20 is a minimum number. So first of all, you have to shift 20 here. 20 here. Once if you shifted 20, I mean of a row value, you have to cancel the elements which are the remaining elements which are present in that row wise. You understand, students? First entry into the first cell, see the demand value, and here it means that out of these two values, which is the minimum value? 20. You have to shift the 20 here, cancel the remaining values in the corresponding row. Next subtract, because our demand is at 20, but the supply is at 20. Our demand is at 21, but the supply is at 20. So that we have to accept that supply value. So 21 minus 20, so that you will get only 1. Next, go to the second value, second NW cell, starting cell. This is a starting cell. You see the bottom value 1, the side value is at 28. Out of these two values, which is the minimum value? 1. So first you select the minimum shifting value 1. If you shifted the column value, you have to cancel the elements which are present in that column. Then you cancel the column. Next to subtract. So 21 minus 1, that is equal to 27. Okay. Next come to the starting cell. Starting cell is this one. Starting cell 7. 7 means 25, 27. Out of these two values, which is the minimum value? 25. So shifted 25 here. Once I have shifted 25 here, I have to cancel the remaining value in that column. Already 6 is a cancel, 25 is a entry in the 7 column. 7th. So you have to cancel this. Next step, subtract 2. The next starting cell. This is starting cell. Starting cell means of 3. See the bottom number 19. See the side number 2. Out of these two values, which is a minimum? 2. So that you have to shift the 2 here. You have to shift the 2. So you have to shift the 2 here. Once if you shift 2 here, because of there is no number in that corresponding row, the next subtract 17, because 19 minus 2. The last cell, see the check the totals, last cell. See the demand and the supply, both are same. It indicates that your problem is correct. So you have to shift it the 17. First step. So how to identify whether your problems are correct or not? Number 1, conditions. What are the conditions here? First condition, the condition is m plus n minus 1, where m is equal to rows, number of rows, n is equal to number of columns. So how many rows are there? 1, 2, 3. 3 plus 3 minus 1, that is equal to 5. Allocations. Allocations are rings. So how many rings are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the condition is satisfied. That is one condition. Another condition. You see the allocations value. These values are called as allocations value. Allocation, see the 20. See this 20. So 1 plus 25, 26 plus 2, 20 at 28. So 28. So next 17, this 17. See the column wise. Column wise means 20 plus 1, 21 over. 25, 25 over. 2 plus 17, 19 is over. It means that your problem is in the correct way. The final solution is called as IBFS, Initial Basic Feasible Solution. What are the initial? How to calculate the IBFS? Initial Basic Feasible Solution. It means that first you take this value, you have to show the remaining values in that of matrix form like this, 3 columns, 1, 2, 3, like this and this. So what is here? 7, this is the 6, and this is the 9, 5, this is the 7, and this is the 3, 8, 5, and this is the 4. So what are the value here? 1, this is the 20, just this 25, and 2, and 17. So after that, minimum, therefore, minimum transportation cost by NWCM equal to, so 20 into 7 plus 1 into 5 plus 25 into 7 plus 2 into 3 plus 17 into 8. So please write down here. So, and what are the value? And come to this point, 20 into 7. So 20 into 7, that is equal to 140 plus 5 ones are 5 plus 25 into 7, 175 plus 6 plus 17 into 8, 136. So please write on the final solution. 145 plus 175 plus 6 plus 136. So the answer is 462. That is the units, or otherwise rupees. You write down the rupees. So this is a transportation problem. How to solve the transportation problem means like this. Understand? Now first problem is completed. Yes, students. Next I am going to start another same problem. Another problem for this one. Please note down this problem. Solve the transportation problem in the shortcut to TPC. Transportation cost means TPC, transportation cost by NWCM, northwest corner method. The question is given like this. So the question is given like this. Please note down this problem. So what are the problem here? 11, 13, 17, 14, 17 and 14 row wise. Next 16, 18, 14, 10. The next one 21, 24, 21, 24, 13, 10, 13, 10, and this is the demand and this is the supply. So the demands are 200, 225, 275 and 250. The supply is 250, 250, 300 units, and this is the 400. So before applying the NWCM, the first point is first check the total of supply and demand. This is 700, 950. I mean to say that this total, and this total, that is also 950. 250 plus 275 plus 225, that is a 500, 950. It means balanced problem. Okay. Next, go to the next. It means that first take. So how many rows are there? How many rows? I mean, 3 rows, 4 columns. 1, 2, 4 columns, 3 rows. 1, 2, like this. Okay. So please enter the elements here: 11, 13, 17, 14, 16, 18, 14, 10, 21, 24, 13, 10. Okay, so this is 200, 225, 250, 250, 300, 400. Okay, so this is the supply and the demand. Now, so as per the definition of the NWSM, you always select the first cell. So what are the first cell here? This is the first cell. See the demand value. What are the demand here? Demand is a 200, supply is a 250. Out of these two value, which is the minimum? 200. You always select minimum value. So you have to shift it 200 here. And next step, subtract 250 minus 200. You have only 50 units only. The remaining step, please cancel the elements which are present in that column. That's all, finished. Next, go to starting cell. You always select the starting. See the bottom value 225. See the side number 50. Out of these two numbers, which is the minimum number? 50. Shifted 50 first. Once if you shifted first, okay, next you have to cancel the remaining element which are present in that row, because 50 row, the remaining elements are like this. Better to use pencil. And the next one, subtract 225 minus 50, 175. Next, go to this starting cell 18. Here is a 175, here is a 300. Out of these two value, which is the minimum value? 175. So shifted 175 here. Once if you shifted 175, you have to cancel this one. And the next subtract. Same step, 300 minus 175, 125. Next, starting cell. What is the starting cell here? 14. See the bottom number 275. What are the side number? 125. Out of these two number, which is the minimum number? 125. So shifted 125. Once you've shifted 125 row direction, you have to cancel the remaining elements. Next step, subtract 275 minus 125. That means that 150. Next, starting cell. This is a starting cell 13. So here is a 150, here is a 400. Out of these two value, which is the minimum number? 150. So shifted 150 here. There is no elements in that column. So no need to cancel this one. Next, subtract. Next step is subtract. 400 minus 150, 250. See the last cell. The last cell. See the supply value, see the demand. Both are same. If the both are same, it indicates that your problem is correct, 250. Finish. Now, what are the conditions? Please apply the condition. So, what are the conditions here? Conditions mean m plus n minus 1. Where m is equal to number of rows, n is equal to number of columns. How many rows are there? 3 rows. Okay, 3 rows. How many columns? 4 minus 1, 6. So, 6 allocations. What are the allocations? Allocations are nothing but rings value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now condition is satisfied. Next go to next step, IBFS. So what are the IBFS here? So for the IBFS, so same thing. So this is the initial basic feasible solution. So let's say 1 to 3 rows. So 1, 3 rows, 2 columns, 4. So 1 like this, like this. This is the 11, 13. Please write on the problem first. 17, 14, 16, 18, 14, 10, 21, 24, 13, 10. So here is the 200. Please enter the elements. Next 50, Next 175 at 18 place. Next 125. Next 150. Okay, next 250. Please check the once again. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Therefore, the final solution. Therefore, after IBFS, minimum transportation costs by NWCM equal to 200 into 11 plus 50. Allocation into unit cost 13 plus 175 into 18 plus 125 into 14 plus 150 into 13 plus 250 into 10. Now what are the final solution here? 200 into 11. Please use your calculator. So 200 into 11. Okay, now that is equal to 2200 plus 50 into 30. 50 into 13. 650. 650 plus 175 into 18. 175 into 18. 3150 plus 125 into 14. 125 into 14. 1750. 1750 plus 150 into 13. 150 into 13. 1950. 1950 plus 250 into 10 to 2500. So what are the, please add these values. So add these values. 2200 plus 650 plus 3150 plus 1750 plus 1950 plus 2500. So the answer is 1 to 12,200. So this is the cost, unit cost rupees. That's all. Now the problem is correct. Now dear students, now how to, I mean to say that identify first problem. Again I will explain the problem. If the problem is given like this, so solve the transportation problem NWCM. So first is see the number of columns and number of rows. The point is first to check the supply and demand values. If the both are same, then you apply the NWCM method. Sometimes it is not equal. That problems are called as an unbalanced problem. For unbalanced problem, some conditions are there. So forget about this unbalanced problem. Come to this. Next, you come to entry into the values like this. The important point is NWCM is northwest corner starting cell. At C the 11. See these supply, demand and supply. Out of these two number, which is the minimum number? 200. You have to shift it to 200 here. Next subtract 250 minus 250. So next step, first step shifting, next step subtracting, next step cancel, because we are shifted 200 here, I mean column number, cancel the remaining elements in that column. Next go to starting cell only, always a starting cell. 13 means here is a 225, here is a 50, shifted the 50 here. Once you next first shifting, next cancel corresponding row like this, next one subtract like this. Apply the same method to remaining elements. Once if you get all this one, next come to this condition. What are the condition here? M plus n minus 1, where m is equal to number of rows, n is equal to number of columns. So m 3 plus 4 minus 1, that's 6 allocation. 6 allocation means 6 rings should be present in the problem. So what are the 6 here? See, check here. 200. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It indicates your problem is in correct position. Next come to the IBFS, initial basic feasible solution. Please refer my notes. So entry the elements in that chart. After that
write down this minimum transport, TPC means transportation cost by NWCM. It means that 200 into 11 plus 50 into 13 plus 170 into 8, 175 into 18 plus 125 into 14 plus 150 into 13 plus 200 into 10. So the remaining cost is after, after calculation, you will get the final solution at 12,200 transportation cost if you want to supply the material from one place to other places.